You ever walk into a supermarket thinking, I'm just here for bread? And then 3 hours later, you're in aisle 14, holding a pineapple, wondering if you even own a knife sharp enough to cut it? That's me. Every single time. I swear, supermarkets are designed like psychological experiments. You walk in, nice, bright, friendly music. It's all, come in, relax, spend money you don't have. Then suddenly, boom, you're trapped in a labyrinth of food you didn't even know existed. First, there's the automatic doors. Oh, they open so politely. Swoosh, like the store's saying, welcome, chosen one, we've been expecting you. And I'm thinking, well, thank you, maybe I will buy 17 types of cheese. And right there at the entrance, the fruit and veg section. Why? Because they want you to feel healthy and moral before you destroy yourself in the chocolate aisle. It's a trick. You pick up a banana, you're basically giving yourself permission to buy a cake later. I'm walking through thinking, yeah, I'm a good person. Look at me. Carrots, spinach. I'm practically a doctor. Then, 2 aisles later, I've got 3 tubs of ice cream and a packet of biscuits the size of a small child. But here's the thing. My real nightmare is the trolley. You grab a trolley thinking it's just a basket with wheels, right? Wrong. It's a test of your moral patience. Because somehow, I always get the one with the possessed wheel. You know the one. 3 wheels glide like a dream, and the 4th wheel, oh no, it's not even touching the ground. It's just there, vibrating like it's in another dimension. You try to push it straight, but it's determined to live its best life sideways. You end up steering it like a boat in a storm, and you're swearing under your breath, why is this thing going to the left? I'm in the cereal aisle, and don't even get me started on the supermarket layout. You'd think they'd put things in logical order, milk next to cereal, bread next to butter. Nope. It's like they were designed by a lunatic. You need milk? That's at the back, next to the pet food. Want eggs? Oh, that's up front, next to the shampoo. So there I am, zigzagging across the store like I'm in a low-budget action film. Mission, find the oregano. And of course, you run into the slow walker. This is the person who moves through the aisle at the speed of geological erosion. They've got one hand on the trolley, the other hand on their chin, just pondering the universe. And they always stop right in front of the thing you need. You can't get past them. You try subtle hints. You tap your foot, you cough, nothing. You have to go full supermarket ninja, lean over, grab your item, and escape without knocking over the stack of Pringles. Oh, and samples. Let's talk about the free samples. This is where you see the true survival instincts of humanity. They set up a little tray of cheese cubes, and suddenly people forget all social rules. You get one person politely taking 1 cube with a toothpick. And then there's always that guy, you know, the one who scoops up 8 cubes in one hand like he's storing them for winter. And the sample staff, bless them, they try to be cheerful. But you know inside they're dead. They've said, would you like to try our new cheddar? So many times it's become their religion. By this point, I've been in the store so long, my phone thinks I've moved in. I've stopped reading labels. I've started playing the supermarket version of Russian roulette. Just grab a jar, toss it in, figure it out later. Then, finally, I head for the checkout. Freedom is near. But oh no, there's one last obstacle. The queue. And you always pick the wrong one. I look at the lines like I'm betting on a horse race. That one's got fewer people, I'll go there. Then somehow, someone in front of me decides it's the perfect time to pay in coins. 1 by 1, you can see the other lines. Moving, people flying out the door, living their best post-supermarket life. And I'm still there watching someone count out $14.73 in nickels. And just when you think it's over, the cashier asks that one question. Do you have our loyalty card? And I never do. Which triggers this whole awkward dance where they tell me I could have saved $1.20, but now it's too late. I'm like, so, there I am, Janet, mid-run, trying to look like I'm in control. But in reality, I look like a penguin on roller skates. My umbrella's flipping inside out every 3 seconds, which, by the way, is the international sign for you've lost this battle. Every time I try to fix it, the wind's like, nah, mate, let me just invert that for you again. At this point, I'm basically just holding a giant metal salad bowl over my head. Then, out of nowhere, a cat appears. Not a wet, pathetic, shivering cat. Oh no, this cat is bone dry. Somehow, and just staring at me from under a parked car. Its face says, "You absolute idiot. I told you to stay inside." I try to wave at it. Why? I don't know. Maybe I thought we were bonding in this natural disaster, and that's when it happens. Whoosh! A gust of wind catches my umbrella, rips it clean out of my hands, and sends it flying down the street like it's late for a meeting. Now here's the thing. When an umbrella leaves you in the middle of a storm, you have 2 choices. Let it go, buy a new one, accept your losses. Chase it like a lunatic who's just lost the last piece of dignity they had left. Guess which one I picked? So now I'm sprinting in ankle-deep water, chasing this runaway umbrella, while the rain's smacking me in the face like it's trying to baptize me against my will. My trainers are squelching so loudly I sound like I'm walking through a family-sized pack of wet crisps. At one point, the umbrella actually pauses, like it's mocking me, then takes off again the moment I get close. I swear I could hear it laughing, and just when I'm about to give up, I spot something even. Stranger, a bloke standing under a shop doorway, watching the whole thing. Eating a Cornish pasty like it's his Saturday entertainment. Didn't even offer me shelter. Just slow bite. Stare. By the time I finally corner the umbrella against a fence, I'm soaked, shivering, and questioning every life choice I've ever made. I grab it, only for the handle to snap clean off. That's when I knew. This storm wasn't just weather. This was a personal attack. So, fast forward to the next morning. My phone alarm goes off. You know that annoying digital rooster sound? I'm lying there thinking, wow, I actually survived that storm. And then, bang, a knock on my door. It's my neighbor holding my umbrella, the one I lost the night before. I'm like, how did you find this? He says, find it? Mate, it found me. It came flying down the street like Mary Poppins on a caffeine rush. Whacked me right in the chest. I thought I was under attack. So now I've got my umbrella back. But here's the twist. It's completely bent in half, shaped like a boomerang, which means I can't even use it in the rain anymore. But fun fact, it does come back to me every time I throw it. I tested it. True story. I threw it in the park, and it smacked a guy eating a sandwich. He wasn't happy. But then, it bounced off, hit a squirrel. The squirrel dropped an acorn. The acorn rolled into my lap, and I thought, this is the universe saying sorry. And remember the cat from last night? The one under the car? Well, turns out, that cat belongs to my neighbor. And apparently, it's famous on Instagram for photobombing people. The guy shows me his phone, and sure enough, there's a video of me running through the storm, bat in one hand, bent umbrella in the other, cat in the background looking, like it's silently judging my life choices. That video? Over 2 million views in 24 hours. Suddenly, I'm the storm umbrella guy. People stop me in the street like, hey, aren't you that guy? The one who fought the rain? And I'm like, yes, but please. I wasn't fighting the rain, I was negotiating. Here's the lesson, my friends. Never underestimate British weather. One moment it's calm, the next it's like nature's slapstick show, and you're the main act. And if you ever lose an umbrella in the middle of a storm, don't worry. If it's truly yours, it'll come back, bent, and probably with a criminal record. So that's my night of chaos. A rainstorm, a flying umbrella, a famous cat, and an accidental viral video. And honestly, if that's what it takes to become internet famous, I'm terrified to see what happens the next time it rains. Because knowing my luck, It'll involve a trampoline, 3 ducks, and a police report. Thanks for listening, folks. Remember, life's a marathon, but sometimes it's also a very wet sprint. Wet.